going to talk about the categories of empathy. I want you to just put your wizard hat on and just say, I'm a magician. There's going to be parts and components that you identify with. There's some that you're not, but it's all a potential. I found so much information. I thought none of it applied, and then some of it applied, and then it was just way too complicated. So I'm fixing to pull it back in and simplify it down. There are basically 3 categories of empath. There's the emotional, the physical, and the intuitive. What makes it easy is the emotional and the physical empath are very similar. The emotional empath can feel the emotions of those around them, and the physical empath can feel the physical symptoms of those around them. They both pick up on the fine nuances that are around them. The body language, the facial expression, the energies. As they pull in that information and assimilate it, it actually forms into a feeling of emotion or a feeling of a physical symptom. Okay, stop. I want to emphasize something. They don't empathize with you. Empaths physically feel in their own body the sensations, the emotion, or the physical symptoms. They don't just know how you feel, they physically feel it in their own body, which makes it rough sometimes. Sometimes they're misdiagnosed with health problems, sometimes with emotional problems. It's not as simple as identifying, they physically feel it. The third category of empath is the intuitive empath. This is also a very magical category. The intuitive category is where you get information come to you without external input. Let me give you an example. I worked with a nurse in the ER, great nurse. She was triaging a patient. Now this patient didn't need to come back right away. However, something just didn't sit right for this nurse. She brought the patient on back. She even hooked him up to the cardiac or to the heart monitor. She walked away from the bed and immediately the alarms went off. The patient went into a deadly heart rhythm. We had to run in there, shock him to bring him back to life. That is an example of intuition. Intuition is where you're given information, linear logical information that says A, B, C. However, there is something else, your intuition, that's telling you more. It's that information that comes in, just drops out of the clear blue, that has nothing to do with what was lined out in front of you. Intuition is very magical, and you can break it down into several different components as to how the information comes in and when the information comes in. That's another video that I'll follow up with. So there you have it. Very simple, 3 categories. Find where you identify with each of them. Look at where your strengths are. Look at where there's potential as well too. And keep your wizard hat handy, because we're going to talk in detail about the intuitive empath. That's the magical, psychic, unexplainable empath. I'm going to make it easy for you. There is so much magic in us. All we have to do is recognize it and let it out.